Shields up, Iron Breakers. Rurikhan here coming at you with another video. Welcome back to Monster Hunter World, and today I'm going to be showing you guys my bow build, the Mach 1. Now, the reason I call this particular build the Mach 1 is because I feel it's a pretty fast build, not just in terms of how fast you can kill monsters, but also how fast you can actually move around, how fast you can fire, because you're going to be using the bow, and the bow is just fast by nature, so I just felt like it was going to be a suiting name. Now, the whole point of this particular build was, as I was going through a bunch of decorations, I was like, wow, look at all these decorations that exist for the bow. There's piercing shots, there's spread shots, there's all these different decorations that you have that specifically benefit the bow. And so I set about making a build that would use all of the bow decorations. Well, not exactly all of them, because some of the decorations are around getting you to have sleep coating or poison coating. I'm not really using those, but the ones that actually increase the damage of bow type shots. Now, a lot of these skills also work in bow guns and whatever, but I made this build specifically for the bow. And I also got to tell you guys, I was extremely lucky with how I was basically able to get all of these decorations in a very short period of time. I think it took me around 2 days to get all the decorations that I wanted for this build. And I'm not saying like 2 days is in 48 hours of me playing nonstop. No, I mean like in the game sessions that I played 2 days, maybe I don't know, 5-6 hours one day and maybe 2-3 hours the other, I got all the gems that I needed. So this is a build that I think is going to be particularly hard for a lot of you guys to get if you are not lucky with getting decorations. So let's get this started. The first thing that I want to bring up is the weapon. Now, the weapon in this build is particularly important because, like I said, I want to use a lot of those bow decorations, and a lot of them are tier 3. So the weapon that I went with was the Xeno Meteora. As you guys know, most of the Xeno weapons come with a lot of tier 3 slots. I believe actually all of them have 2 tier 3 slots. I may be wrong there. I didn't check before recording the video, so sue me. But when it comes to the bow, you definitely get 2 level 3 slots in there so that you can put in the level 3 decorations, and that is the main reason why we're using this bow. Now, guys, we'll look at the stats and be like, Rurikhan, your affinity is at 25%. The base affinity of that bow is 15%. Yes, I augmented the bow. You don't have to augment the bow to, really take full advantage of this build. It's completely optional, but I figured this is going to be the build that I'm going to be using the most when playing the bow. Therefore, I used an augmentation. Moving forward, we have the Dragon King eye patch. Obviously, we use this particular piece of gear for that mandatory weakness exploit in most of our builds, so that's what it's doing there. Then we got the Kaiser Male Beta, and this is going to give us special ammo boost, which for those of you that don't know, special ammo boost increases the power of bowgun special ammo and Dragon Piercer by 20%. So we're going to be dealing an additional 20% damage whenever we use Dragon Piercer. That's not all. Moving onwards, Odogaron Vambrace's Beta. This gives us 1 point in Constitution, which is going to add up with the 3 points Constitution that we have on our Fitness Charm, because one of the most important things when it comes to bow build is maintaining your stamina. And this particular build is actually not particularly good at it, so I would recommend Dash Juice if you want to try this build out. I personally don't use Dash Juice all that often because I'm a bit of a slacker, and I do end up a lot of times running out of stamina. So if you are someone that actually dedicates a lot of time into the bow, definitely get yourself some Dash Juice, because bow is probably one of the most stamina intensive weapons right alongside dual blades. Anyway, moving onwards, like I said, Nergigante Constitution. Odogaron Constitution. Nergigante Coil Beta for the attack boost, because I want to get at least 4 attack boost, which I'm not able to get because even though I was very lucky with decorations, I still wasn't lucky enough to actually get myself an attack decoration. But when we go over the decorations, I will tell you where you should put that if you have it. Then we have the Kushala Cruise Beta. Now, this to me is essential because one of the things about the bow to me is keeping moving and always doing those charged evades. I don't even know what the name of those are, but whatever. You know, the charged evades that you do with the bow. And evade extender extends how much you move out of the way. I used to actually run Evade Extender 3, but then I kind of started running out of space because of all the decorations that I'm using on here. Still, Evade Extender 2 is such a massive boon to a bow build, in my opinion, that it is completely crazy. And then we have the Fitness Charm 3, which is going to give us Constitution level 3. Now, when it comes to decorations, the place where you put these decorations is not that relevant. It's just you have all of these slots available to you, and I'm going to be using them to the best of my ability. So, Kushala Cruise Beta, those are going to get my Spread Jewel level 3, which is going to increase the power of spread, ammo, and power shot arrows. So this is pretty much your circle attacks, you know, the spread shot that you do. That's going to deal more damage. Then we have the Tenderizer Jewel 2 to max out Weakness Exploit. We put that on the Nergigante Coil. Then we have Odogaron Van Braces. We put Attack Jewel 1 in there. And then on the Kaiser Mail Beta, you guys will see Sheath Jewel. What the hell is that about? Well, it's like this is where I would put my second Attack Jewel if I had one. But since I don't have one, I put in the Sheath Jewel because it makes it a little bit easier if I need to flash something out of the sky real quick or something. Just being able to sheath the bow a little bit faster, it helps out. Then we got a Crisis Jewel 1 because, like I said, one of the most important things about the bow is the stamina, and this is twice as important if you happen to be on fire, poisoned, or any other ailment. And basically what Crisis Jewel does, if you guys don't know, is you get the Resuscitate skill, which improves evasion and reduces stamina depletion when afflicted by abnormal status effects. So it allows you to dodge a little bit more effectively if you happen to be on fire or in poison. So it also synergizes really well with the Kushala Cruise evade extension. So that's why I like having that particular jewel in there. Then we got the Mighty Bow Jewel, and I know a lot of you guys are going to be like, oh, Rurikhan, you have a Mighty Bow Jewel and you don't even like bows, you bastard. I know. I'm sorry. I actually got this when I was trying to farm this particular decoration for Hengist, and I got it and he didn't, and I was like, oh, I'm sorry. But yeah, like I said, I've been pretty damn lucky with decorations for the bow. So there you go. This, what it does is it increases your max bow charge level by 1. So this is essentially the same thing as Legiana 4-piece set. Then on the Xeno Meteora, we got Pierce Jewel 3, which increases the power of piercing ammo and Dragon Piercer. So this stacks on top of the special ammo boost that we already have on the Kaiser Mail Beta. And then finally, Force Shot Jewel 3, which increases the attack power of normal ammunition and normal arrows. So as you can see, like I said, this is all about getting all of those decorations that exist for the bow and applying all of them into one build. And if you guys look at the finalized build right there, we got level 4 Constitution. I wish I could put one more, but I don't think I can squeeze it in anywhere because I would have to lose something else that I really want. Then we have level 3 attack boost. Like I said, my ideal number would actually be level 4 because we would get the 5% affinity. Then we got level 3 weakness exploit, increasing our affinity by 50% whenever we're hitting soft spots. And let's be completely honest, if you are aiming and shooting a bow, most of your shots will be into soft spots. So this is going to increase your affinity through the friggin' roof. Then we got special ammo boost, increasing our Dragon Piercer damage by 20%. Which is, in my opinion, really good. Wherever you get those spicy Dragon Piercers, is what I call them, the spicy Dragon Piercers that hit for a crap ton of times. Those are really good. Then we got Evade Extender level 2, so that you can actually get those charged dashes going a little bit further and allowing you to dodge even more. In my opinion, I can't even play bow right now without having some kind of Evade Extender because I'm just so used to using it as a tool to dodge certain monster attacks, and like even stuff like, for instance, the Nergigante ridiculous hitbox that he's got, the dive. Like, you can actually dodge that by, I think, by 3 dodges or something like that. Whereas if you don't have that, you're still probably going to get hit because you're not going to be able to do it in time. Then we got normal shots level 1, piercing shots level 1, spread shots level 1, the resuscitate skill, like I said, the quick sheath, which is there only because I don't have the attack decoration. If you guys have an additional attack decoration, I would advise replacing the quick sheath for that additional attack. And finally, bow charge plus, adding an additional level of charge to your bow shots, which is pretty damn beast. Now, as far as I'm concerned, I've squeezed everything I could out of this build. What do you guys think about it? I think it's pretty damn effective. I feel really powerful whenever I rock this particular build. Why don't you guys let me know in the comment sections what your thought is on this, and I'll see you guys in the next one.